Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bahja. If this is your first time here, then hey, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, like always, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you here with me again. If you're seeing this, there's 30 days left until the new year. Actually, wait, let me see if there's 31. Let me see if there's 31 days in December. I didn't know that. But you know, you live and you learn. That is what life is about. But there's 31 days until the new year. We are down to the dirty 30. Okay. I actually got this idea because someone gave me this idea on Instagram. As your online sister, okay, because y'all are like family, you guys are like my sisters. I was like, okay, let me give them what they're asking for before the new year because I want to help you guys as much as I can. I want to be as much of an aid on your journey as I possibly can be. And someone asked for a 30-day challenge. And so this is not going to be just a regular challenge. I feel like there's so much wisdom behind this little challenge that I made for you guys. It will not only improve you this month of December, but you are going to go into 2024 unrecognizable. It is so fun. So it's not like I'm gonna sit here and tell you drink water, go on, do 2 workouts a day. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We love a good challenge, but I'm gonna give you guys the tools so that you can craft your own challenge, but in a really exciting and fun way. If you want to think bigger, if you want to unlock a new level of mind, you must be willing to pour into yourself first. With this challenge, I'm gonna help you make yourself your own personal project. It's gonna be an extreme shift. We're gonna shift every single morning. Like, this is literally the challenge, okay? This is basically the challenge as a whole. The rest of it is prep. You prep beforehand, and this is your challenge for 30 days. Every morning you're going to wake up and you are going to set the intention of, I am going to embody this new version of myself. I am going to embody the woman who has reached the goal that I hope to reach. That is your intention. Okay, you are going to set that intention because the power of that intention that you are going to set every single day with conviction, with an open heart, with consciousness, full consciousness and attention, that is going to be the most magical thing that you can do. You literally have this built-in system called the reticular. That don't sound right, y'all. Nothing is sounding right to me today, but you guys get the point. Activating system. And what this does is it literally filters out the world, and whatever is not in alignment with you, with your intentions, with your beliefs, with who you are, it is going to filter it out as unimportant. When I first began my journey, right, I was in New York City and I had my aha moment. I had my moment of, I got myself to where I am, and if I want to get to a better place, and this was when I was at my lowest point mentally and in life, just generally, things were falling apart. But when I made the decision that I got myself here today, and I will get myself to where I want to be, and I held myself accountable for the very first time in my life, I feel like my heart was so heavy, man. Everything was just so heavy that my only goal, it wasn't to be a YouTuber, it wasn't to be rich, it wasn't to be, no, I just wanted to be out of that feeling. I wanted to be better. I wanted to do better because I realized that I could do better if I decided I wanted to do better. And that was my aha moment. But that is when I realized the power of setting an intention, because the moment I came home, I was living in the same house. I was surrounded by the same people. I was eating the same foods. There was nothing that changed in my outer environment, but I started to find ways to be better. I found that well-being was all around me. I found that if I just turned the dial and I set the intention every single day of, today I'm going to be better. Today I'm going to look for better. It was there the whole time. I just could not see it. I just could not experience it because I was so focused on the negative. Where attention goes, energy flows. And it really hit me. I was like, this has been here the whole time. Nothing about my environment has changed. Yet my life has gotten so much better. I found so many reasons to be happy. I found so many reasons to feel good. I've become more confident. I've become more healthy and just happy. And overall, I was able to pull myself out of this negative space mentally to one that was more positive. Now, don't get me wrong. Things were still difficult. Things were still hard, You feel me? Because once you decide to make a decision, things want to hit you. It wants to test you to see if you are ready. And boy, was I ready, because I was willing to do anything and everything to just feel better. That's all I wanted. That is when I realized the power that setting an intention has. And now 3 years, every single day I set the intention. Every single day I set the intention in my morning prayer. I sit right there and I'm like, God, my intention for today is blank, blank, blank. Help me be that person. Give me the strength to be that person and guide me through it. Practicing it daily, every single day. That's what you're gonna do for 30 days. It changes your world. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be crafting an era, seeing your goal become your reality, seeing your desired life become your reality, seeing your prayers come to fruition takes patience and it takes time. So how can we fall in love with the process so we're not constantly focused on the goal itself? And I found the best way to stay consistent and have it be fun is by creating eras. This ain't Taylor Swift, but we are on the Eras tour. You feel me? These past 6 months, I have been in my look good, feel good era. I felt like the year was coming to an end. I was like, oh my goodness, we're halfway through the year. And this feels like yesterday. It's so crazy. But I thought we're halfway through the year. I'm not close to where I hoped I would be. I felt like I didn't look my best. And because of that, I didn't feel my best. And because I didn't feel my best, I wasn't able to perform my best. I recognized that. I had awful skin. I was bloated. I had inflammation. I had H. pylori, which I didn't even know about. And so I knew that I was going to do, and I made a promise to myself that I was going to do everything and anything that I possibly can to look my best so I can feel my best. And that was my starting point. I decided I have a big old vision board and it is behind my couch right now. So many goals on there. I only had half a year left, but I decided I was going to forget about all of my goals and focus on that one thing because it was the most important thing to me in that moment. I knew I couldn't move forward. I knew I didn't feel my best, so I couldn't perform my best. I had brain fog. I felt awful. And so I started there. I made that decision. I said point blank, period. My main thing was focusing on my food. I educated myself. I went to go see my doctor, of course. I read books. I listened to podcasts, and I started to eat whole foods. I identified as a person who was healthy. I chose that this is who I'm going to be because that is the result that I want to get. During that time, yes, that was my only focus. Yes, I had a million other goals that I wanted to pursue. But during that time, I was able to unlock a new state of mind that has also allowed me to grow in different areas of my life. Without that era, without that chapter of my life where I had health challenges and I had to work through them and I had to stop everything else that I was doing and genuinely just focus on that, because of that era, I am sitting where I'm sitting now. I just can perform so much better. I can focus on my work more. I can just show up as my best self, and that's what it took. You guys know this, but these past 2 months, I went full force into creating content and building my community here on YouTube and sharing my ideas. That was a huge goal of mine this year. And again, I stacked new challenges on top of the path that I've already paved for myself. And that's when I began my Look Good, Feel Good Era diary series here on YouTube. I decided to go full force, I decided to rip the band-aid off. I was like, I'm not gonna do this on and off thing again. So I made the decision and I stuck to it. I said, Bahja, we are gonna vlog every single day. So I did that every single day, weekly, for 2 months straight, every day. And what this did was, not only did it allow me to build my community here on YouTube, which, hey, love y'all, but it's also helped me get the hang of filming and editing. I spent 12, 13, 14 hours editing one vlog. And the more that I did it, the easier that I got, the faster that I got to edit and I got it done. The better I got with my workflow, the better my focus got, the better my discipline got, because I knew I had to get up today and get on camera and film myself, no makeup, nothing, brushing my teeth, crust in my eyes, because that's what it would take for me to get the hang of it. Not only have I been able to grow my channel from 7,000 to 30,000, which thank you guys so much. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are real ones. But I was also able to unlock a new state of mind. So alhamdulillah, all praise truly is due to God. I don't take credit. I don't, give credit to my own abilities, but I understand that everything that happens in my life, everything that I'm able to do, and everything that I'm able to achieve is God's mercy upon me. So alhamdulillah, I'm grateful. All that to say, if you put your focus on just one area of your life, everything else will be taken care of. You will unlock a new level of mind that will help you grow different areas of your life. So the first part of this challenge is really asking yourself, what area of my life do I want to focus on this month? What area of my life needs my attention and needs improvement? And I'm going to get into the questions at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned. We're just going to go through the different levels of this challenge first. Focus an area that you want to grow on, give it your all, turn it into a personal project so that you can improve yourself to then move forward. Next is a really fun part. I don't care what anyone says, like, this is just amazing. The next part of this is to pick a new character. Yeah. What character must you unlock to become successful in this new era of your life? You must become different. That's it. That's all. You want to ask things like, what does this character look like? How does this character walk? How does this character talk? How does this character carry themselves? What does this character wear? You really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it all. How does this character feel? How would you feel if you were able to reach your most important goal at the end of the 30 days? You would feel grateful. You would feel fulfilled. You want to rest in those emotions. So you'd feel fulfilled, you'd feel grateful. How can you feel fulfilled and grateful now where you are? And so that's kind of the game that we want to play. That's kind of how we want to genuinely embody this character, is by figuring out what that would feel like. Okay, a third step is building your world. This is where I normally like to create a mood board or a vision board of how I want my month to look. And this is why I do monthly vision boards. That TikTok that I made about monthly vision boards literally went viral because everybody thought it was genius. Your job is to create an environment for this new chapter. And I don't mean you have to move out of your house. I don't mean you have to run away and change cities and do anything crazy. But how can we tweak our regular environment just a little bit so that it feels like a fresh start, so that it feels exciting, so that it feels like, change is being made? We're going to make it evident to our brain that change is being made, whether you like it or not. So how can we change small things, even if it's just your routine? Me personally, because, seasonal depression is just not going to get me this year, I have switched my routine. I've made it feel different. I go to sleep earlier and I wake up and start my morning earlier. How can we switch things up? If it's switching up your style, if it's switching up just one thing in your day-to-day environment, your day-to-day routine, something to say change is being made. Change is always scary. So how can we nurture ourselves enough? How can we, make this exciting? How could we make ourselves fall in love with the process? Will it be scary? Yes. Will there be trials and challenges? Yes. Life has a way of, when you decide on something, when you decide to make a change, it's going to test you to see if you are actually capable of this thing. So you are going to get challenges. However, you have to consciously choose to accept it and release it. Accept it and let it be. Accept it and let it be. And this is a practice that you have to do. A challenge comes up, with hardship comes ease. Bam. We shut her down. At least that's how I do it. And it takes practice. It takes practice to have that mindset. Let's say a challenge comes up. Embody the character and try to see it from their perspective, from their point of view. When you look at something from a different perspective, that thing tends to change. So how can I look at this situation as if I already won? Overcome it. It's just one out of the 100 things that are going to come up, Bahja. Just one out of the 100 things that are going to come up. Overcome it. Override that emotion in that moment. And it's like waves. It's going to come and it's going to hit you. but you just have to keep moving forward. You don't want to resist by trying to fight it. Just accept and release. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. You must keep your eyes on the prize, okay? And that prize is this new lifestyle, this new reality, this new mindset, this new perspective. It's this growth that you're making. It's this new level of mind that you are unlocking. It is this new level of greatness that you are unlocking. And so that is the prize. You got to keep your eye on the prize. When hardships come up, eat it up, because what did God say? God said he does not burden a soul more than it can. He does not burden a soul more than it can. More than it can handle, basically. Okay? So whatever you're going through, you can eat it up. Eat it up. I think one of the most important things is, how does this new character talk to herself? Because you are the way that you speak to yourself. You experience the way that you view yourself and speak to yourself. The way you speak to yourself is extremely, extremely important. The conversations that you have with yourself on a daily basis is extremely important. So you want to be observant of that as well. To make sure you are keeping yourself in check, I think the best thing that you could do for yourself is have a moment in the morning, and you are going to set the intention of, I am going to embody this new version of myself. I am going to embody the woman who has reached the goal that I hope to reach. So you need to become clear about what you are seeking every single day, because I said this in my last video, but we are always seeking something, and a lot of times we are seeking things unconsciously. So before I had my aha moment in New York, I was constantly seeking negative because I was feeling negative, and I was focused on the negative. I was focused on all the things that were going wrong in my life. I was focused on all the people who were doing me wrong. How could people do this to me? How could people do that to me? Oh my goodness. I had this victim mentality, and I was looking for the negative because I was focused on the negative, and because I was seeking it, I was always finding it. And you know what? The good stuff that I could have been grateful for, I was blinded of. I was blinded of the good in my life because I was being ungrateful by focusing on the negative. So once you make a decision and you set an intention, life will bring you circumstances, people, ideas, thoughts, everything that is in harmony with you. It will come to you. You must seek what your character seeks, and you have to set that intention, because then you will be able to unlock resources and tools that have always been there, that have been going right under your nose and you had no idea. And you will be able to see how it can help you get to where you want to be. The how am I going to get there disappears once you are able to set that intention, because things will start to show up. Things will start to add up. When you start to think like the person who already has what you want, by embodying that person, by setting the intention of, I'm going to be this person, point blank, period, what happens is you are now thinking like them. You can now look at the tools and the resources that have always been around you and say, how can I use this to get to where I want to be? Once you are able to embody this character that has that desired outcome that you want, you will be able to see the world through their eyes. You will start to look at your circumstances, the tests, the challenges that come your way from a winner's point of view. That's what you guys have to understand. You are now seeing this from the winner's point of view. And the winner will always find a solution for the problem. I'm going to be making a separate video for shifting your identity. And so shifting your identity, and we're going to get into detail about belief and how to overcome limiting beliefs and all of that in another video. However, that is kind of the basics of it. You feel me? Are you getting me? And so basically what this challenge is for the next 30 days, you are going to be embodying this new character. You're going to identify as this new character. And this kind of all just sounds so crazy. Like low key saying it out loud, it sounds insane. But in life, you really do not get what you want. Who you become is what you get. Why you're experiencing the life that you're experiencing now is because you are seeing it from your own beliefs, from your own experiences, from your own ideas, but you want to fully embody this new character. And once you're able to do that, you are breaking yourself free from all the limitations that keep you from getting there. In 30 days, you will unlock a new identity, a new mindset, and a new reality. So let's go over the steps that you need to take to help you build your character, build your environment. So number one is you really want to ask yourself, and you want to get real with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. Honesty is so important because you'll never know what you truly want, right? Until you start to be honest with yourself, real with yourself, and ask real questions. So the first question is, if you could reach one of your 2023 goals in the next 30 days, which one would it be? And this is going to help you get an idea of what the most important thing to you is right now. And then you want to ask, why is this important to you? The why is going to get you through those tough times, okay? The why, you want the why to be in the back of your mind, constantly replaying like a record. The why is really what pushes you and pulls you. The why is what pulls you. Why do you want this? How would your life be better if you had that thing? And from there, choose one of the areas that you can improve and stick to it. I feel like we overcomplicate the whole thing where it's like, but well, Bahja, I don't know what I want. I don't know who I want to be. We're not meant to know. It doesn't make sense. Who's going to tell me? I don't know who I'm meant to be. As long as I choose to continue growing and unlocking new levels of mind and just pushing and learning and growing, I'm going to be a different person every single year, every single month. Hell, I'm not even going to be the same person I am tomorrow. The point is to evolve and grow, and you will figure it out. So all you have to do is choose one place, a starting point, and go. Mine was to just feel better. It wasn't all of this that I have now. It isn't all of this that I am now. I didn't know I was going to be sitting here today. I had no idea. And so just pick one place and go. Make a decision and go. That's all we got to do. I will create a little PDF for you guys to go through these questions. I will have the steps that I just shared with you guys on there as well. And so you guys can go and do that for yourselves if you guys want to do this 30-day challenge. In the PDF, there's going to be tons of examples as well, so you guys can get a better understanding of what I mean by unlocking a new character. But yeah, I didn't want this video to be just like the regular schmegler, reflect on this and do that. Like, the power of shifting your identity and becoming someone different is not only going to give you the best December that you could possibly have, but it's also going to be like this ripple effect that will impact the rest of your 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. Who you are now is extremely important. Your present is all that you have. This present moment is all that you have. So it's what you choose to be, what you choose to do, how you choose to respond and react and behave that will affect the rest of your life, and not only in this world, but in the next. We have to really be conscious of who we are and then who we choose to be on a daily basis. It's important for us to set intentions and really move through life consciously and aware, because dude, if you are not aware, you are slumped. You are slumped. I was slumped for a really long time, being whoever other people wanted me to be, doing whatever it was. Society wants us to be distracted. Society wants us to not be conscious and not be aware, so that they can have you be the way that they want you to be. You feel me? So take back the only control and the only power you have, which is that over yourself, the power over yourself, of knowing who you are, of choosing how to behave and act. And it's the way you act.
It's the way you act. It's the way you act.
Anyway, that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this beneficial. I know it's not like no regular schmegler 30-day challenge, go on a run, do 2 workouts a day, eat whole foods. Like, all of those things are important, but I want to know what is most important to you so that you can feel your best going into 2024. Unlocking new level of mind. We're going to unlock new mindsets, okay? I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend, and I hope to see you next time.